Hi guys, my name's Luke Logan. I'm a personal trainer here at Marked Improvement Studios. I just want to go over quickly what MC2 training is and how we use it to get ripped, okay? So basically the way that MC2 works is we have a push and pull program. So we have two separate exercise days, okay? And it gets done in 30 minutes. So we have a push day and we have a pull day. Push meaning we use the muscles in the body that actually we use to push away from ourselves. So those are the quadricep group, chest group, and the triceps. And then the second day we have a pull day. So we have the muscles that pull towards you. So you got your back, your hamstrings, and your biceps. So these are the muscles that we use to pull. So we separate these two in days so that we can reinvigorate them or recover them properly, okay? So we go through 15 exercises total for 10 sets. We will exercise 3 muscle fibers, 3 energy systems with no rest, okay? That's the key here, no rest. And you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, I don't get to stop and have water. No, you don't, okay? You can keep your water with you and you can try to have it as you go, but I'm going to go over how we deplete these energy systems and replenish them at the same time so that you actually don't need to rest, okay? By that we go over the science of it. So there's 3 separate energy systems in the body, and all 3 of them use 3 separate sources of fuel, okay? So we have 3 muscle fiber types that use 3 separate energy systems. We have type 1 muscle fiber types, we have type 2 muscle fiber types, and type 2B muscle fibers. Okay, so type 1 muscle fiber type, that's going to use slow glycogen or oxygen as its main fuel source. Okay, so as you're keeping your heart rate down below in the 110 to 120 range for most people, you're going to rely, the body's muscles are going to rely on oxygen in order to keep itself fueled. Then we've got type 2B. Type 2B muscle fiber types are explosive muscle fiber types. Okay, these are like when you see a guy who's all ripped up and he's a sprinter. They have a large amount of these muscle fiber types in their body. Okay, and what their energy system uses is called ATP-PC. So androstenedione tryptophan, it's called, which you don't really need to know, but anyways, that's what it's called. So it's an energy source that's actually stored in muscular cells, and that's what that's what type 2B muscle fibers uses as their energy system. And then you have type 2, which is fast glycogen or a lactic acid energy source. The glycogen gets broken down into a byproduct called lactic acid. So when you're working out really hard and you feel that stiffness in your muscles, you know, your muscles get hardened or they feel like weak and tired, that's a buildup and accumulation of lactic acid, and that's a byproduct of glycogen. Okay? So as we work through here, we're doing a set of quads, okay? So let's say we're doing a set of quad exercises, the first set of quad exercises. We're going to do a resistance exercise, so that would be a type 2. So that would be a weightlifting, nice and slow. Each one goes for a minute. We're going nice and slow, using our type 2 muscle fibers, using as an energy source fast glycogen. And while we're using these two, we're replenishing or resting our ATP energy source. Okay? So we go through this 1 minute, we absolutely deplete this, we use up all of the fast glycogen and accumulate a bunch of lactic acid in our body for that 1 minute. When that 1 minute is up, we move on to the next exercise, which is a static or a vibration. So we're holding on a vibration plate, we're holding a squat, or we're holding a lunge on a vibration plate. And that's using the type 2B muscle fiber types. So now, since we've rested our ATP energy source, we can now use it up. So now we use up that ATP energy source, and while we're using up that ATP energy source, we're actually resting our slow glycogen. which is our next exercise. So we go on to a dynamic exercise or isotonic, which is the type 1 fiber types. Okay, so now we're doing a simple squat jump for our quadricep group. Okay, so we're going non-stop. So we're using oxygen, we're using slow glycogen, and while we're using this exercise, we're resting our fast glycogen energy system. So as you go through each one for 1 minute, the reason why you don't stop and the reason why you don't need to rest is because while you're using up one energy system, you're resting another, okay? And then while that energy system gets fully rested, you get 2 sets of recovery in between each energy system in order to replenish it. So that's why you don't need to stop and rest. You keep going through 15 exercises, 10 sets, using 3 muscle fiber types, 3 energy systems, with no rest, because you're replenishing the rest as you go. Not to say that when you're done your 30 minutes of exercise, you're not going to need a rest, because you are going to need a rest. I would definitely recommend having a very high carbohydrate meal after you do this, because of the amount of sugar, amount of glycogen that you're using through each one. You're using slow glycogen, fast burning glycogen system, a slow burning glycogen system, and then the absolute sprinter's type energy system, which also uses that. You're going to deplete all the glycogen in your system, and that's what we're going for here. We're going for a mass calorie burn. Okay, so that's MC2. It's a workout that I like to use, so I hope to see you guys out, and don't worry, you're going to be good at it.